we always get a lot of calls as to, oh my God, I got to change my water heater. The first question we always ask is, why are you changing your water heater? Is it leaking? If the heater's not leaking, honestly, there's no reason to replace it. With that said, nowadays the insurance company is requiring that any heater that's over 10 years old be replaced. Okay? If they haven't checked you, you're perfectly fine. If they come out and check you, if you don't replace a water heater and it's over 10 years old, and they'll tell you this, of course, they will not cover you for any water damage. So if your heater's over 10 years old, all I'm telling you is you need to start looking at it. Okay, if you see any water on the floor, it's time to replace your water heater. Now, some people call us and say, hey, my heater's 40 years old. Well, okay, your heater, if it's not leaking, doesn't need to be replaced. It's not very efficient, don't get me wrong. You're not getting very good hot water. You know, like we discussed the other day, right now heaters are 95% efficient. For every dollar you spend on electricity, you get 95 cents worth of hot water. Older heaters, 15, 16-year-old heaters, were only 82% efficient. So for every dollar you spend of electricity, you only get 82 cents worth of hot water. That's a big gap. All right? But if your heater's not leaking, it does not need to be replaced. Should you replace it? That's up to you. What we do tell customers, once your heater's over 10 years old, keep an eye on it. Look at the floor. If your heater's in the garage, look at the floor once a week next to the water heater. Okay? What happens is your heater starts to leak. The insulation that's inside your heater acts like a sponge and soaks up that water. Once it finishes soaking up that water, it will start to drip. You know, just like you're holding a sponge. It'll start to drip. If you keep wetting the sponge, eventually it'll start to trickle. If you keep wetting it, eventually it's going to come out stronger, like a stream. Well, that's what happens with your water heater. When your water heater first starts to leak, it'll start to drip. Then it'll start to trickle. Then you'll start having puddles around your water heater. If you get to puddles, to big puddles around your water heater, you need to change the water heater right away. If you have few drops, it's something that you need to change your water heater, but you got a couple weeks to do it. You don't have to do it today. But if you got a big leak, you better do it today or tomorrow, because if not, you will flood whatever area that heater's in. All right? So just keep an eye on it. Once you start to see water, you've got to let us know, or if you don't want to use us, you can use whoever you want. If you don't want to use the best, that's up to you. But you need to let somebody know that your heater's leaking and you need to get it replaced. Because once it starts to form big puddles, you don't have a lot of time.